So I'm making this video because today I dropped my iPhone 4 and when I dropped it, it just landed flat on the ground on its back, and when I picked it up to try and turn it on, the whole screen was black. I tried to turn the volume button or the mute button here, and it's still vibrating, so the phone was still working but the whole screen was black and nothing was coming up on the screen. So I went and searched some sites, and a lot of them said that if you actually press the home button and the on-off button together, it will reset the phone, and as you do that, and if you hold it down for 10 or 20 seconds, an Apple icon will come up. Mine didn't do that, and I kept trying to do that probably about 10 times and held it down for longer and whatnot, and no icon would come up at all. So I connected it to the computer, and it was working on the computer, like my photos and whatnot would come up on the computer, but there was still no display on the screen. So in doing that, I ended up taking off the back plate, which I undid with a small screwdriver, undid the 2 screws at the bottom here. And to take off the back plate, you actually push it up, and then that lifts the back plate off. So in doing that, I had also read that this section up here, which is this silver section up here, is actually what controls your display on the front of the actual phone. So a lot of them said if you just press down, you may hear a click and whatnot, and it might get the phone to work. I tried all that again, absolutely everything, and none of that worked. So what I ended up doing was I took off these 4 screws here, and I actually took off this plate. I won't do it now because the phone's actually working. I don't want to wreck it. So I took off these 4 screws here, and you actually have to lift this plate up because it's locked in. So if you push it forward, this whole plate lifts up, and under there is a few of your cables and whatnot. I fiddled around in there and nothing was overly working, but there is a silver plate just here. It's a long silver plate, and I found that was slightly off center. So in doing that, I actually pushed it back with the screwdriver and pushed it back so it was straight and in line, and then I put the back plate back on, and as I pressed the back plate back on, the whole screen actually lit up. So in doing that, the whole screen's now working. So as you can see, it's lit up inside the phone. So if you just actually take off those 4 screws, lift the plate up and move this plate here a little bit underneath, you'll find it will reconnect. Obviously do back your screws back up, put the back plate on, and it should be fine. So that's the only thing that worked. After everything failed, that was the one thing that really worked. So try that, and good luck.